in for a treat as the 13th annual Toycon kicks off at SM Mega Mall this month. Toycon showcases the best of pop culture from the most awaited movies to the latest in gaming and anime.
There is just so much in store to tell us all about the event. Toycon 2014's program director Azrael Coladilla joins us this afternoon. Hello, Azrael.
Hello, good afternoon.
So is it technically this year, 2014 siya,
Yes.
no? So what exactly is in store for Toycon 2014?
Every year we bring in a lot of attractions and activities. And usually it's all about toys, comics, anime, cosplay, gaming. But for this year, it's still the same, but we added more activities and contests. Like we have the customized action figure contest, we have the cosplay contest, and also exhibiting costumes and movie props from popular movies.
But in terms of trends, how has it changed and what is really seems to be the new trend this year?
For this year,
And it is the 13th.
it's our 13th year, and we've seen how the toys and collecting evolved from simple collecting those NBA cards or collectible cards to action figures to Barbie dolls. And now for this year, we observed that many people are starting to create their own toys and sell it.
Great.
Yes, they are already designing their own, and there's a niche market who loves in creating urban art toys. It's very popular in other countries like in Europe, in US, and some parts of.
What's urban art? What is it exactly? What kind of toy?
Well, it's a way of communicating. This art is it's like a painting or a sculpture. Instead of making a simple art that people can understand, they create toys or collectible action figures that communicate something. Like it can be about art, activism, or anything.
Do you happen to have any?
Yeah.
For
It's an
example,
idea,
this
probably.
one, I have this. That's one of the popular urban
I would
art
think
toys.
it's a G.I. Joe.
It looks like a GI
With
Joe,
With dreadlocks.
Yes,
And sling bag.
It's an art. It's one of the artists in the U.S. who created this obey movement. This artist
Natin siya.
also that art form was also used during the campaign of Obama, and it's a different meaning, but for art lovers and art collectors, it's very precious.
So it's like toy with purpose, and
Yes.
it's actually personalized.
It's personalized.
Not exactly commercial, but it is evolving into a
Yes,
trend.
it's evolving into trend. But here in the Philippines, we're trying to promote and push that we Filipinos should have our very
May
own.
sarili tayo. At
Art
meron
form.
nga ba?
Yes.
Mukhang marami rin tayo. Creative ang
Meron din,
Pinoy
meron
eh. Sige nga, tell us about this burgeoning Filipino touch to Toy Kingdom.
And for Filipinos, we add some Filipino flavor. Like for example, I have a friend who created a Tarsier robot, and I have this friend who created this action figure with the box head.
Aha,
And,
ito ba to? Hindi.
wala tayo
Hindi pa
dito.
siya. Sige.
But it's a start from 3 years ago, and we observed that the Philippines started to be a breeding ground now.
We had on the set the comics
Actually,
guys
that's right.
a few Sundays ago, and the in thing seems to be the Filipino monsters. Aswang, I can imagine the toy equivalent of the Aswang and these monsters
Characters talaga.
can also be lucrative.
Yeah, it depends if, for example, there's a popular comic book called 13. It's about supernaturals and monsters. We're waiting na sana may toy manufacturer who can produce it. But we observe that fans are already making their own toys and they sell it.
Not to mention, I would think that especially that kind of following would bring forth toys patterned after popular figures. And I understand that we have a few of them here. Pacquiao is certainly
Manny
recognizable.
Pacquiao, yes.
Oo.
And Dorothy from
There
Wizard
you
of
go.
Oz.
How cute is that? Pati si Dorothy, medyo. Pero ang pinagsimulan, ewan ko pinagsimulan siguro, correct us, Azrael, if we're wrong. There's Dorothy. But really, robots have always
Yes.
been the in thing.
Super robot.
I mean, from as far back
And it's still
as...
in, right?
It's still
Oo,
in, it's still
oo.
in. And the technology in those toys are very awesome compared from tin can robots back in the days and to yung mga mukhang simple lang. But this time the toys are very accurate. There's a lot of articulation,
Yeah.
and the trend is high tech.
And you know what, speaking of high-tech, we just ran a story this week, foreign story, on how much the robots, especially Japanese robots, have evolved. No, they can actually mimic
Yes.
human faces and even react to
Yes.
humans.
As we also have that, we exhibited one of the high-tech robots last year, and it's very expensive.
I think so. We're talking about what here? And even the collectibles themselves can be expensive.
Yeah, also from the Star Wars movie, you can get your own R2D2, and it's a price of a one car.
So you're talking about cut
It's the life-size
life-size
scale.
Talking about sizes, ano ba yung in ngayon? The smaller the better or the bigger the better?
It depends on the collector, but I observed a few months ago that many Japanese toy makers, for example in Gundam, they produce large-scale toys. But for hardcore collectors, they love life-size statues, and well, it's purely made customized. But for the hardcore, if they have the budget, they can buy the life-size Gollum or the dragon. It depends on the collector.
most of your visitors and customers. Give us a sense of who actually goes to these exhibits and who actually buys them. We're talking about the big boys too, you know. Yeah, the big.
Actually, our market is for the family.
Okay.
And for those who want kids, kids, and also for the fans who love to collect toys and comics. It's open for everyone.
And give us an idea about the price range. It
the
could go
toy.
as low as this,
Yeah.
as expensive.
Sometimes if there's a first timer, I suggest if you have a budget of 500 to 1,000 pesos, you can buy plenty of them. Just talk to our merchants. Sometimes there's a bargain. Sometimes there's a big drop of sales. Sometimes they go at late around 8 o'clock p.m. before the event closes, because some of the store merchants releases more.
Okay,
bargain.
so that's about 500 to 1,000 for first timers. For old timers with a budget, how high can it go?
It depends. Sometimes they they already partner with. They already pre-ordered some of the items from the merchants, and then they're gonna claim it on our event.
And that can go for $1 million?
Not really. I think.
The price of a car is
Yeah.
Yeah,
The RT
it depends. It depends. If it's very expensive, they can settle it out outside
So,
the
but the priciest toy would be around.
Especially, for example, this bigger robot. It's
What is it?
Transformers Metroplex. This is the first.
As in Transformer yun.
It's a Transformer.
Magiging
Yeah.
ano siya?
It's a fortress. It's
okay, fortress.
Yeah, so what can it do?
Home-based tank. It's tank.
Okay.
Tank in a home base.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so how
This is the
much
first
is that?
biggest Transformers that was released.
So going price?
7,000.
Amazing.
7,000.
And what's the fastest going item now? Leading up to the Toycon.
Okay. Because this month is the Transformer season.
Oh,
So
okay.
the new toys are already are in our market, and I observed that many people are already waiting for it. So every weekend when I visit the toy store, I always do a market watch to see what's new, what's hot, what's much more popular.
And so what else is hot?
For now, I have a 4-year-old son.
Okay.
He's a big fan of Peppa Pig. It's a cartoon. We've been waiting for Peppa Pig toys for almost a year. And recently, we discovered that a local toy store already selling Peppa Pig.
So you've tied up with all of these people to bring in the goods?
Sometimes. For example, we have a partner, a local store. But during the toy convention itself, to the decade, I observed that from toy collector, they become toy seller. The toy seller, they're already applying as a toy distributor.
So talk about the participants now at this convention. What exactly is in store in terms of options? And it is how many days?
It's 3 days.
It's going for 3 days. So what's in store for the people looking for toys to buy now?
For day 1 on June 20, we have the Retailers Day. We have 200 exhibitors who will sell toys, comics, and everything, every merchandise that they want. And then at night, we have a party. For the first time, we organize a Toycon party.
Complete with costume.
And that's when the cosplay happens.
Yeah, the cosplay happens usually on Saturday and Sunday, but we decided to add more.
An actual event.
Yes.
Okay, what's
And then
happening?
It's a party, and then on day 2, it's the main Toycon event, which is one of the craziest day ever.
Okay.
And people coming with wearing their costumes. all of the toy fanatics are in there, and we also have celebrities who visit and buy toys.
And the
too.
more serious sessions will center on what, entrepreneurship or toy trends? Is there a seminar or something?
Yeah, we have, and also how to make one, make
And,
toys.
and I don't know if you can, if you feel free to mention big names perhaps who are into toys as well and who might just pop up during the event.
Yes, we have celebrities coming from Singapore and Japan because we are hosting the final leg for the World Cosplay Summit Philippines.
When is that?
That's on June 22, the last day. We're gonna pick one winner that will represent the country. That will also compete for next year. For next year in Japan, Nagoya, Japan, World Cosplay Summit, Japan.
So clearly, it's really an international event.
Yes, it's, for the, finally,
Oh.
because that's one of our plans for next year, that the Philippines will be the center stage for
And all of this happening at the SM Mega Mall. Why don't we
Yes.
invite our viewers?
Everyone to visit you on June 20 to 22. That's the 13th Philippine Toys, Hobbies, and Collectibles Convention 2014. And just visit our website at www.toyconph.com for more.
And admission is free.
Tickets priced at 130 pesos per day.
Don't lose the wonderment. Thank you very much, Azrael Coladilia, Program Director and Co-Organizer of Toycon 2014. We'll see you there.
Thanks.
Salamat.
Up next is a come from behind win for Ivory Coast.